Hi everyone, I'm Lorenzo, the online programming coordinator at North York Community House. North York Community House is a neighborhood center that has been working with newcomers and residents in the North York area of Toronto for 30 years. We offer a wide variety of programs to help children, youth, adults, and seniors to settle, thrive, and belong in their new lives in Canada. This is our new video series called Wellness Resiliency. In this video, we're going to chat with Morena, one of our wellness ambassadors, about how to live through grief and if there is an expiration date on grief. Let's go. Hi everyone. Hi Morena, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. So in this video, we're going to talk about the grief. So my first question to you, Morena, is what is grief? Give us a little brief definition.
Of course, grief is the emotional response we experience during unwanted loss or changes in our lives. So it's important to note that loss is not limited to death of a loved one, but can also include the loss of health, relationships, employment, security. So without really thinking about it, like a lot of us experienced grief during the pandemic because there was a lot of unwanted change during that period.
Exactly, unwanted. Yeah, you nailed that. And is there, my question is, how long should it last? Is there like
Okay.
a duration or yeah?
Yeah, of course. That's actually a really important question because we have this unrealistic expectation that we should be over and done with our grief within 6 to 8 weeks. So let me give you an example. Let's say my mother passed and I still feel sad after 6 months. I may become a little bit self-critical and say things like, what's wrong with me? Why am I still sad? Or why can't I get over this? Those are some internal pressures that I put. But sometimes there's some external pressures like the people around us in our environment. And they may say things like, it's been long enough. Why aren't you back to normal? Or I don't think you're trying hard enough to move on. So these pressures that we put on ourselves to bounce back or get our lives back is really not realistic nor helpful. So there is no timeline to answer your question, but if you are experiencing grief or supporting someone that is going through grief, you need to remember to be patient, empathetic, and compassionate. I always like to stress that at one point in everybody's life, we're going to go through grief and we're going to experience it. And it's actually going to be very different how we navigate through our grief. It will be our own unique journey.
And I like the fact that you mentioned go back to normal. What is normal? Or back to your life?
Yeah.
There's no normal anymore.
Exactly. We have to learn to live with what has happened, which is obviously unfortunate. So it almost becomes a new life, right? So you're not going to go back to what it used to be. That's not possible. So yeah, that's a really good point.
Yeah. And also you said external pressure, like internal pressure, but also external pressure. Let's face it, society that tells us, okay, you need to overcome this period of time. So if we are surrounded by society, how can we validate our feelings?
Of course.
Yeah.
Again, we have these like images or these ideas that grief should look and feel and last a certain amount of time. And I'm here to really say, challenge these ideas and start creating spaces where we can grieve without judgment, where we can ask for support, where we can tend our pain because we can't fix that. That is a reality. So whatever grief again looks like for you at this moment in your life is exactly what it should be. Don't fall victim to these perceptions that you should feel a certain way. There's going to be some days where you say, I got this, and then other days where you're like, I can't bear another moment without my loved one. So every expression of grief is valid and true to your experience. And you shouldn't be ashamed of how you feel through that pain, and learn that you're living through, again, that pain daily. It's going to change every day.
Yeah. Living through. It's not, I think that's the better way to put it instead of overcoming.
Yes.
And yeah. Okay.
Resolving it. Yeah.
Yes. And yeah, you said fixing.
Yes,
We always
exactly.
think we need to fix it, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. So, Morena, thank you again for being here with us. And for the people who are watching us, is there anything that resonated with what Morena said? Please let us know in the comments. And Morena, see you next time.
Perfect. Have a good one,
Okay.
guys.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.